Howdy, folks. We are streaming. Let me send my messages to my people who, gotta send messages to. And then we will get going. Sorry for the hiatus of a week unexpectedly. Unfortunately, where did that go? I need a link to the stream. Do you want to manage the stream? Come on, I can get it to be nice to me, right? Let me share. Doesn't like me. That's okay. We'll just do stream manager. So I can see folks in the chat room and not have my phone fall over. There we go. Okay. Let me quickly make sure I have everything I need. The other fun thing, look at our lovely shrimp wall that is almost completely done, which is exciting. I probably want to do a couple more rows, but beyond that, I'm feeling pretty good. But maybe that's just me. Let's take us to the stream. Because we want to share this with folks. Which seems obvious, but is the case. We'll do this. There we go. There we go. Perfect. But the thing that happened was that my computer just like completely died on me. Which obviously meant that not only could I not stream, but I couldn't even play games that I wanted to play, such as Blueprints, which is what we're playing today. I only vaguely know the rules. I played the demo for it in the summer. There was like a summer games fest where there was a bunch of game demos, and I happened to play this one, and it was incredible. I had a great time. So as far as I know, this is a mystery game. We're looking for room 151 or something. There's like 150 rooms. And there's mysteries. I don't know all the details, but I know that people whose game opinions that I trust have just been like raving about it. So I'm very excited. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. It's exciting. Oh, now I'm cutting myself off. There we go. The camera adjustment is complicated, but that's okay. And yeah, so we're gonna get into it. I have been warned that this is a game where you potentially want like note-taking stuff. So I do actually have a pen and a notebook here as needed. We will see. So if you see me writing looking down, that's why. Because I've been told that it might be a good idea to take notes on this game. Because it's that kind of puzzle game, which I really enjoy. I like solving puzzles. Right? Because when you solve a puzzle, it makes you feel really smart. Yeah, so I think we're gonna get going. I have my decaf Earl Grey here, as always, as well as a little snack of some Girl Scout lemonades. So let me check one more thing, and then we will get rocking and rolling. Okay. Here we go. Great. Now I can see stream. Hi, Florality. Welcome. Welcome to the party. I'm glad to be back. I wasn't here for a week because my computer completely died on me. So it's a first-person puzzle game, and we're trying to find our way through. And we only have a limited number of steps, I think is the way this works. Or like rooms, limited number of rooms we can visit. So we're just looking around, seeing what's going on. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you lose one footprint, one step. I think we'll call them steps. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay, good to know. Got a clock. Got a very serious old man, a less serious old man. Ooh, a queen. Interesting. Queen and ace. Left and right hand, queen and ace. Should I already be writing things down? I don't know. Okay. We'll read. Open only in the event of my death. We do know that our great uncle, I think, died. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms will provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove as an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. Interesting. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms that you find today will be the same rooms as you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain what room lies behind any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best luck, Herbert F. Sinclair. Okay, and then we have the Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory during your adventure. You may access the Blueprint menu by pressing Tab. Okay, I see, we're in the entrance hall. We're trying to get to the antechamber, I believe. Good to know. Okay. So we have a bunch of doors we can go through. Okay, so my first instinct is that I should be in this room writing down left hand, right hand, queen, ace. And I don't know that for sure. It just feels like it might be important in the future. So, left hand, queen of diamonds, right hand, ace of spades? Yeah, ace of spades. And now I have to try and draw a spade in my notes, which is not great, but that's okay. And we continue. So I guess we just go forward? Okay. So closet is a dead end, but you get 2 items. Hallway. Bedroom. So bedroom might be nice to have straight off the hall, you know? Especially if we have to backtrack. This is my thought. So we'll go in the bedroom. Okay. Can we open the cabinet? What do we have? Ooh, picture. Cool. Bridge. The trunk is locked. Okay. Trunk in bedroom, locked. Trunk in bedroom, locked. So I'm gonna put a star by anything that is locked or that we, like, know we need to come back to. So we're looking for a key for this trunk. There's chess pieces, books. That's weird, right? Again, I don't know what could be important. Okay. Lobby, bedroom. I should organize this. There's a pawn in the cabinet. There's a pawn, and then there's like weird, they look like books, but they're like Tetris pieces, which is goofy. And a top hat. And a bride. And a finger pointing down. Interesting. What are you? Greetings from Reddington. Okay. We're learning. I don't have any sort of jump functionality. And I can't get under the bed. Okay. I guess we'll just keep rocking, right? Okay, storeroom has a bunch of stuff. Guest bedroom gets us a bunch of steps. Den. Okay, so here's my thought. The storeroom has a key. So we should pick storeroom. And then we can dip back if we need? Or do we want den to keep going? My thought is storeroom. Because we get money. Bathtub. Bet. We get 1 diamond, which I don't know what that will be used for. Another pawn. Key. Hello, key. Okay. So the only things that seem weird in here to me is pawn. So we're gonna say storeroom. Pawn. Great. Again, I don't know what's important. So we get 2 steps for coming back in here. And then we can use the key on the trunk. What is in here? An electronic key card. Opens electronically powered security doors. And then another diamond. Okay. So bedroom in the chest. We found key card plus diamond. Okay, don't know what the diamonds are for. Okay, so we'll go back in here. And then I guess we'll go through here. So lavatory is a dead end, spare room, pantry. Pantry gives us coins. Once you've drawn floor plans, okay, let's check. Can we, okay. Entrance hall. So we can't go up because that'll be the storeroom. So spare room, I think, is the way to go. And then I doubt there's anything that's going to be in here. But we might as well look. Right? There's the outside. Okay. And then just keep walking. This is what we've got so far. We've got the key card in our inventory there. So the nook gives us a key, and then we can keep moving. Guest bedroom is a dead end. Parlor is a puzzle piece. We don't know what that symbol means. Okay, we're in the parlor. Ooh. There are 4 boxes in this room. There is only 1 box in this room. The gems are in the true box. Okay, well, 1, 2. There's another pawn in here. We should keep track. Spare room, nothing. And then this is in the parlor? Yeah. Parlor. Okay. There's a 10 on a tag. Don't know if that's important. Wind up key. A component of the parlor game. Okay. And notes. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor in receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a long time since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is to rival hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I've included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. There will always be at least one box which only displays true statements. There will always be at least one box which only displays false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Okay. Just making sure there's nothing else. Okay. And we know there's another pawn. Don't know if those will be important, but I'm going to keep writing them down. Okay, so there's 3 boxes. So there are 4 boxes in this room is false. There are 3, there are no other boxes. There is only 1 box in this room, also false. So this must be the true one. The gems are in the true box, which we know is true because of the letter. Awesome. More gems. Don't know what they do, but we got them. Okay, Nook gives us another key. Closet is 2 items. Corridor is always left unlocked. I think we should do corridor and just keep cruising, right? More hats. We've seen some hats. Okay, Den is another diamond. Commissary has items for sale, gem requirement. Now I understand. Okay. Arcade game, cool. Water. Dirigiblocks. Okay. Cigarette machine. Items for sale. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important you do not fail to clock in at one of the electronic computer terminals in the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to House Manager Miss Babbage. Terminal password, nothing. Okay. So, in the commissary... Staff notice. Electronic terminals in security and lab. Terminal password. Question mark. Okay. With mountain, without peas. With mountain, without bees. It'll be closed from day 12 to day 16. Okay. Closed days 12 through 16. Noted. Okay. 50% off. Annual Maids Day. Okay. 20 and 21st day equals sale. Noted. Okay. Oh, you need monies. Oh, weird. I thought we needed gems. Herm. Salt shaker sledgehammer. I misunderstood. Whoa. Sometimes you do a whoa, and that's okay. Okay. So, hallway. Guest bedroom. Guest bedroom might be nice because we allow ourselves to get back here. And this way. You know? Right, so we get 10 steps, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be good. We could also do hallway. Because we're trying to get here. I feel like guest bedroom might be the way to go, you know? Okay, plus 10 steps. Grandfather clock, lock. Yeah, makes sense. Ship. I keep trying to jump. There's another pawn, basketball, a key, and a note. So we'll say guest bed, pawn, key, basketball, and we'll see what it says. Sinclair. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiards room. It's been ages since I had seen the billiard room in your house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was always well worth the wait, though. I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and I appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hope your health improves shortly. Interesting. Okay. So we're gonna do this. And this. And this. And this. And this. Okay. Great. And we gain 2 by going here. So we would get 2 plus 2 brings us up to 51. Okay. I was pretty sure that's how that math worked out, but I wanted to make sure. Okay. We don't want a dead end. That's big. Pantry. Coffee grinders. Lots of timers. Praying hands. Coffee. Missing an E. Sugar. Flour. Sugar. Okay. Money. Bridget, please pick up more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed we may have an extra guest exploring the house. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think that an even spread would be ideal. Okay. Pantry. 5 apples. 5 bananas. 5 oranges. In note. Okay. Good to know. And we got a banana. Guys, a banana gives us 3 extra steps. Wow. Tea. Security. View items of all house currently in the house. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Interesting. We don't know the chapel hallway. I mean, I kind of want to explore the castle. We also know security has the terminal, but we don't know the terminal password. And so the chapel would give us a dead end 2 ways. I think we should do hallway and just keep cruising, you know? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. We'll write that down. West wing doors equals more likely locked. Okay, that's why it's good we have an extra key. Interesting. Okay, so we can go this way, but I think we should just continue forward, you know? Just keep moving. Okay. Den is fine. I don't really want to do nook. I want to do den. Okay. Big ol' clock. And clock says... Oh, the clock's actually moving. Okay. So we'll let it do its thing, and then we'll come back and see what the minute hand is doing. So in the den, we see one pawn, clock. Do both clocks say the same time? Yes. That's cool. All the clocks say the same time. Oh, there's a lot of clocks in here. Okay, this is clock central. We found another gem. Okay, so it's clock central in here. So we can go either way. I just want to keep moving forward though, you know? So West Wing Hall. I don't know if we can get past security, but I'm curious if we can. I'm also curious what's in the chapel. Curious about a lot of things. Let's do chapel. We'll lose $1. That's okay. We pay our tithe. Now, that makes sense. In the chapel, there is a bishop. Bishop. Who knows if the chess pieces will be important, but if they are, I've written them down. We'll look at these 2 cups. Okay. What do we have left to right? Okay, 2 cups. 2 cups. Okay. So the maid is 5. And then the cook is 2. Okay. And then the farmer is 3. Okay. And then we can't see what's behind there. The horseman is 5 or 6. Okay. And the chimney sweep is 4. And then the gardener, we'll call that gardener, is 1. And I can't interact with them, so we just have to know that, I guess. And then we want to go to the right, because we want to keep moving forward. Spread diamonds in each green room. Drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Interesting. I'm curious what that means. We're learning. Rip the Pope. True. Indeed, rip the Pope. It's the drawing room. We've got a phone. We've got lots of people. Step outside. Clock. Okay. What else do we have? Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you may select one to draft. However, there's some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Got it. Okay, there's 1 pawn in here. We don't know if that's important, but I will write it down. We've got a painting of a man and a plate. Okay. Drawing room. 1 pawn. Okay. So we want to keep going forward. And I think that if we don't like these, we can change them. So garage would be a dead end. Courtyard is great. I was mostly just curious. Rumpus room. The rumpus room. Fortune teller. Oh, we can insert coin. Hold up. That's exciting. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna insert coin. What?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
The Great Alzara.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Mm-hmm.
The image is becoming clear.
I love this little outfit I've got on.
I see a boy.
Okay.
A boy standing on a shore of white sand.
Boy on shore.
He is looking for
White
something.
sand.
Something he was told he would not
Looking
find.
for something.
I see a black cat tied to
Black
a red flag.
cat tied to red flag.
I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see
Wind
a
blowing.
door marked by a rope.
Flag doesn't move.
A door that is always locked, yet has no key.
Door.
It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find.
Always locked.
A lost room beyond the dark
No
waters.
key. Road.
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Okay.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so we can like use him to get a hint of some kind, even though we don't know what any of that means, once a day. Good to know. Little potion, little bath moment. Can't play records, sad. Lots of money though. Hell yeah. In this house we love cash. Another hat. Checkers. Backgammon. And another what do we call that? A bishop. Okay. We just keep on rocking then. The door is locked. Yeah, we'll use a key. We're in the West Wing. Things are more likely to be locked. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been achieved. We don't have rank 8, but we could continue. Maybe we just want a nook. I think we just want a key. That's it. Ooh, there's a rook, though. Nook. Hey, rook in the nook. Rook in the nook is good, and I appreciate that that is a thing. Anything over here? A journey noteworthy. As you continue your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps more fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool that you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Good. That makes me feel good about what I'm doing. The choices that I'm making. I mean, I guess we'll use the key we just got. Come on, gang. 7 locked doors? Shit, man. Passageway. Bunk room. I think we'll do passageway. Creepy. So we want to go this way? Yeah. Okay. Little breaker box. Okay. Closet, walk-in closet. We probably want... Let's see security. Oh, we don't have enough gems. I see. We got a dice. Ivory die. Closet? Ivory die. Use to roll new floor plans. Good to know. Good to know. There should be a second item. Am I missing something? 2 items. Shoes. Running shoes. Occasionally save when traveling longer distances across the estate and grounds. Awesome. We got running shoes, baby. Okay. So that doesn't work. So we're gonna go this way. Yeah, let's see what's this way. Locked. Okay. Let's see what this way. Locked. Okay. So we gotta go back because we don't have a key. Okay. But drawing room, we may want to go to. Yeah, so we'll go back to the drawing room. Which is not great because we're losing steps, and I don't love that, but then we can go this way. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, lose 2. Not great. Breaker box. I don't know if we need that. Why don't we redraw floor plans? Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. Boudoir. Lavatory. Okay. I'm curious what happens with the door like that. Okay, so it is just blocked. Got it. Coin purse. Great. We collect with interest. Some shoes on the ground. Little ballerina thing. Christmas picture with a safe? Okay, in boudoir. Creamy pick with safe. Okay. I think that's all in here. Oh, wait. The safe is in the wall. Oh, okay. Safe. So we don't know the code. Okay. We don't know the code. Okay, was there anything in that picture? I doubt it, but we'll take another look. I mean, I don't see anything that would indicate a code. Okay. But we'll do a little star that we're looking for stuff. Okay. So we'll go back through here. We're losing steps, but that's okay. This is also a learning round. We could go down, but I want to go across through the den to this door. Less likely to find items laying in your house. Don't love that. Don't have enough gems. Let's do the dining room. We haven't achieved rank 8. That's okay. Just seeing what's in here. Another pawn. I'm wondering if the pawn indicates the rank level of the room? It's unclear. We don't know. We're learning. There's cups, goblets. Wine. I'm assuming if we were to come in here after 8, it would increase our, vim and vigor. We would get more steps. Conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Food for sale. Kitchen. Gem requirement. Well, we'll go to the conference room because we have no gems. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread, quote-unquote, items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several rooms currently in your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Get it? The items are having a conference. Which is amusing. Oh, they all have little notepads. That's cute. Safe code! Hell yeah. 9083. Okay, cool. So the question, we should probably just backtrack now, because we don't know what's in the safe. So we want to go dining room, den, chapel, boudoir. Oh, that's so far. Okay. Dining room, den. We're gonna lose some money as we walk back and forth through the chapel. It's okay. It's for the Lord. This is as close as I get to being Catholic. It's okay. Let's do this. 9083. Enter. 9083. Enter. Clear. 9083. Enter. And now it opens. Could it be for a different safe? What do we think, gang? Do we think it's for a different safe? I mean, I guess also things in the house could lie to us? I don't know if everything in the house tells the truth. We know the boxes don't always tell the truth. In fact, some of the boxes intentionally lie. Let me try some combos. Eight, 390. Yeah, I'm thinking I may have to rearrange the numbers. Okay. And I guess it does totally make sense that there could be multiple safes. Right? Like, this is a huge mansion. Why would there be only one safe? Okay. 0893. No. 0839. I am thinking currently that it's probably a different safe. You know? Because yeah. Because yeah. I guess, you know. There's possibilities. Unfortunately, there's so many different ways that 4 numbers can be arranged. Okay. Well, we wasted steps. That sucks. So we think it may be for a different safe. So we'll retrace our steps. We'll lose some more money. Pay our tithes to the church. For shame. For shame, conference room. You did me dirty. Conference room, you did me dirty. The other thing is that could be the code for the security, like safe as in it's safe. Billiard room has a puzzle. A package will be delivered here the day after drawing this room. Interesting. Billiard room. Give me a puzzle, baby. Give me a puzzle. Starts. Okay. Plus, minus, times, divided. Plus, minus, times, divided. Red. Okay. I see. Interesting. So I think this is minus, this is divided, this is plus, this is times? It's divided? We may need more things for that, but we will find out. We cannot move any of the balls. And then we just answer. So like 20. Okay, so we're trying to get to 12, I guess. Interesting. So 12. No. So 12 brings us here. Brings us back there. Okay, so 12 divided by 2 is 6? No. Hmm. 12. Because that's... Hang on. That's divided. I'm assuming we're going left to right. So like 12 divided by 2 is 6. 12 divided by 7 is like 1 point something. 12 minus 7 is... Oh god, you're watching me do basic math on stream and failing. Well, 12 minus 8 is 4, so 12 minus 7 would be 5? No. So 12. And then 12 minus 2 is 10. Okay. Do any of the other numbers move this? Because I don't think they should. But I figure we better give it a shot, you know? I want to understand you, puzzle. Right now, I don't. But we gotta do our due diligence. Okay, 12. 7 plus 2 is 9. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, billiards. You're judging me, Florality? Rude. Okay, so it's 12 and then 9. Okay, so 15. It can't be plus 7. Divided by 7 doesn't make sense. It can't be times 7. 15 minus 7? Maybe? Is 8. Okay. And then, so 15 minus 7 is 8. So are we still doing minus? So 13 minus 11 is 2? Okay. Okay, so then if that was minus, maybe this is plus. So like 8 plus 2 is 10? No. Okay, so 12. 7 plus 2 is 9. Wait, so this is plus. And then minus is like that. This is another minus. Wait, can we back out? So it's plus, minus, and then times, and then divide? Okay. 8 times 2 is 16. Okay. So, and then it's PEMDAS, so parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division. So it's 2 times 15, which is 30, minus 17 is 13? No. Okay, so 12, 9, 8, 2, 16. Okay. So we're on multiplication. So 15 times 2 is 30. 30 minus 17, that becomes a 2, carry the 1. 10 minus 7 is 3, 2 minus 1 is 1. So it is 13. Okay. But that's not what we want, because we guessed 13 and that wasn't right. Oh man, I just spilled tea all over my notes. No! Dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Oh, fuck. I hope that doesn't screw up our notes too bad. That would suck. Hello, pen. Come back up here, please. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. We're locking in. And it can't be 30 plus 17, because that doesn't make any sense. But do you do it from the outside in? So is it like 17 minus 15, which is 2 times 2 is 4? Got it. 2 keys. Okay, so we could go back to those locked rooms, but I think we don't have enough steps, so I'm just gonna keep cruising up. Now are you judging me, Florality? Because I caught on quick, baby. Don't care the door's locked. We got keys. Great Hall, 7 locked doors, but we can just keep cruising. We don't have that. Do we want to redraft floor plans, or do we just want to keep... You're always judging me? Hey, that's rude. Frankly, that is rude. Great Hall is ranked 5. I think I'm just going to keep going forward, right? As far as we can go. You cannot see floor plans while drafting in this room. Okay, well, I don't really want to go down. I do want to keep going. Interesting. So it'd be kind of random. We could also redraw. Why don't we redraw? Someone has to judge me? For shame. Opportunity to earn and spread. Okay. Well, that has a gem requirement. This requires us 2 bedrooms. We shouldn't have done that. This sucks. We have a dead end now. In the breaker box. Keycard entry system. Interesting. Vac indicators. Cabinet. We can't turn the cabinet on and off. Toggling breaker settings may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Bauer if you require assistance. Okay. Well, let's turn the keycard entry system off. Our vac indicators are all on. I'm just gonna leave these all on. Okay, everybody's on. We can't change the cabinet. There is a picture of a deer. Okay, so all of these are locked. So, let's think. The only way forward is through locked doors, currently. As far as we know. Unless we want to go to the commissary? Okay. We may also have to go back to the chapel. Because we only have so many steps. Why don't we go back to the chapel and go down through that door and just, like, see what happens, you know? We already looked at that. Because we're running low on steps, and that's okay. Because we could make it... Okay, we're here. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gives us plus 10. It might be worth it to do that and go through commissary. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Even if I'm not thrilled with it. This hallway also doesn't have... yeah, let's just... Send me to the bunk room. Oh, I don't get extra steps, it just counts as 2 bedroom. So if you get the other thing earlier, that would be good. Where'd my pen go? This is the bunk room. Game system. Blue, yellow, red, magenta, gray. Don't know if that'll be important, but just want to have it if we need it, you know? Got some videotapes. Got another hat. This is really a hat-forward house, I think we're learning. That's what I'm learning, at least. Oh, the hamster! Buddy! Oh! Look at you! That's adorable. I love that detail. That's incredible. Okay. So we're gonna go back through this way. Yeah, back through the entrance hall, back through the parlor. And then once we step into that guest bedroom... Sorry, I'm grabbing a snack. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, you get an extra step. Great. You don't get steps every time. That was stupid. Okay, so we have 7 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're done for the day. We don't have anywhere else we can go. Let's say call it a day. Okay, we'll call it. Shh. Okay. So we will do that. And while I do that, I will... what am I doing? We will take a break soon. Actually, right now is a perfect time to take a break. So I'm gonna take a break and have a snack. Take 5 minutes. And when I say 5 minutes, it's usually more like 3. Get something to drink, refresh yourself, stretch if you haven't. If you've just been, bent over the computer, please relax. Take your meds if you need to. All that jazz. Okay. And I will be back in 5. And we are back. This is your friendly midstream reminder that, we have channel point redemptions. So far, the only fun one is cat ears, but we're working towards more. And B, that if you have Twitch Prime, which you do if you have Amazon Prime, feel free to throw a Prime subscription my way. It takes money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket and puts it in mine, which is, you know, always good. Yeah. Other than that, we're gonna get right back into things. Also, if you get served an ad, and it should be serving people ads all at the same time, if you get served an ad, let me know, and I can pause what I'm doing so that you don't miss anything. But yeah, as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Okay, save and continue. The mountain and the holly forming a crown. Things are interesting. Day 2. Exciting. I'm really enjoying this game so far. So, question 1 is this room the same room? Can we... Oh, we can go on the grounds? Weird. Okay, hang on. I didn't think... Oh, that's cool. I didn't think that would work. Can we go this way? It's locked, okay. What about the other way? Fascinating. We're learning. We're learning things about this game. So we can potentially go down that way, or up around that way. I'm just gonna look around and see what we can see. So that's boarded up. Methinks maybe a sledgehammer would be helpful there. Beautiful waterfall. Interesting. Suggesting that there are things below us that we don't necessarily get to see. I really love the graphics in this game. I think it really does a good job at being both like minimalistic but also visually interesting, which I think some games really struggle with. So far I'm really appreciating that about this game. It is very dark. And there are torches that I cannot illuminate. And boxes in the way that I can't get over at this time. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And all of this is still only 49. So if we get a sledgehammer at some point, we might want to come back out here. Okay, let's take notes. Day 2. Grounds. Bring sledgehammer. That's what I should do. Is I should bring a sledgehammer back outside and smash some shit. And smash some shit. It's just like the old tongue twister. That if you're like me and have a dad who loves a little practical joke, okay, so this is a new area technically. He taught you, which is, I slit the sheet I slit, upon the slitted sheet I sit. Which of course, if you say it very quickly, over and over again, you might say the word shit. Ooh. Boarded up. Interesting. We're on the private drive in the grounds now. which continues down that way. We're gonna look over here. Look at this bush. Look at the beautiful way they managed to, like, take these 2D textures and put them in a 3D space. It's very interesting. And I appreciate how it looks. We can go up that way, but we got a campfire, baby. Is there food in here? Campsite? Oh wait, this counts as a new place. We gotta be careful when we're outside. What's in here? Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You can call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu to return to the campsite for the night. Okay, cool. I want to check while we're down here at the campsite that there's nothing else we want to look at. Gotta make sure. This orchard? Do we go in the orchard? Or do we think this fence is locked? The orchard is locked and needs a numeric code. Orchard? Locked and needs 4-digit code. Good. We'll keep an eye out for that 4-digit code. Okay. We will keep cruising around. We see what look like emergency type doors. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. This is quite the estate. God, imagine you were doing this in real life. How exciting this would be. Oh man, my little mystery mind wouldn't be able to handle it. I love a little mystery. Okay, so that's as far as we can go. Okay, so we know there's weird doors down here that we can't open and don't seem to have a clear way to get them open. But down below, we do see things that look like, to me at least, they could be sledgehammered. And maybe they can't be, but we will see. And we learned that we can go on the grounds, which we didn't know. Okay. So are these paintings the same? They are. Interesting. I think we just start straight ahead like usual. And by usual, I mean we've only done this once. Parlor. Yeah, we can go this way. It's the box game again. This statement appears on another box. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. So this is true. And this is true. Which means that this has to be false. Which means the blue box is the box we should open. It's a logic puzzle, baby. And I don't think we need to read this. Okay. Because there's always at least one that tells the truth and at least one that is false. Ooh. Car keys? Hang on. The only car left in the estate should be in the garage. Cool. Okay, so if this is false, then this is the box we should open. Worst comes to worst, we get it wrong, but hell yeah. Okay. There's a pawn in here like there was last time. Okay. We want something that goes up. Good. So pantry's great. Pantry's the same. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. That's what it was last time, right? Let me look. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. Yes. Take our coins. Take our banana. And our 3 extra steps. And continue forward. So we could go in the courtyard, which could be interesting. Which would continue us up. Guest bedroom. I don't want to have either of these, which is a dead end, so quickly. So let's do courtyard. You gotta pay a gem, but we're in the courtyard now. We got a weed eater. Metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Can I metal detect dirt? No, I can't. Okay. In my defense, it did look like a weed eater. Okay. So we want to go this way. I just had someone in my head, I feel like, just whispered, gamers don't look up. So I was like, gotta look up. I want to keep rocking through the corridor, yeah? Corridor is always left unlocked. Metal detector. Oh, there's coins! That's cool. Okay. One, whatever that is, for every time I've drafted the observatory. Den. I mean, I'm curious what this new thing that we don't know about is. And we have to go to the side anyways. We've got one shiny. Interesting. The globe spins. I love that. Can we get it to go? Fun, 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 fun. Oh, we can move the telescope. Awesome. Okay, hang on. Okay, so surely we can, like, move stuff around, but let's read the book. The Fixed Stars, A Stargazer's Companion to Constellations. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on different given days, different constellations of various sizes may be visible. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you identify, impress, and discover. North Star is +1 gold. Slice is +3 steps. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. 1 gem. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. The key. Apples are extra delicious. 5 gems. Dead end rooms are more common. Everything is 50% off. Bloom of the sky. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's figure out how to work this motherfucking telescope. Right, because, like, obviously we move it down there to see stuff. But we move this. Oh, I see. We go this way. We gotta move it up more so we can see. I think that should be good. Okay, let's go back down. Back down we go. And then we'll make sure that it's even with the hole. Rotate. Great. Yeah, look. There's 1 star. Gain 1 coin. Okay. So hypothetically, if there were more than 1 opening in the dome, then we could see more. Cool. But we got an extra coin. Locked. Okay, so we can't go further in this room. That's okay. We'll just cruise on back. We're not gonna be worried about it. Okay, so in the courtyard, instead of going all the way back, why don't we go through this door in the courtyard? Commissary, we have 6 gems, which isn't a whole lot. And that would be a dead end. That wouldn't be. Why don't we just do commissary? We don't have enough gems. Never mind. Spare room it is. I'm wondering, right, if the chess pieces that are in each room correspond to the, like, rank of the room. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2, and it brings us the right direction. Yeah, I mean, so the gem requirement rooms are all the ones that are, like, special, which is why you want the gems, obviously. Okay, this is the same. This is the same little postcard we saw. The same, but there's no chest here this time. That's different. Those weird books are the same. That's the same. Okay. We would love some keys. Guest bedroom is a dead end. Gem requirement passageway or laboratory. Well, here's the thing. If we're gonna have a dead end, it might as well be a dead end that gives us plus 10 steps. You know? Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Awesome. I'm guessing that's what it was leading us to, but maybe not? I think it was. Okay. So we'll go back here. We need to go back to the entrance hall because we don't have any keys. Going to head out to grab some food, but it was nice to join. It was nice to see you, Florality. I'm glad you could join. I am glad that my computer was only dying for like a week or so it didn't cut too much into streaming. And my guess is that this will become our Monday game because I am really enjoying it. And it's a little bit more chill than The Witcher, which can be nice. So, yeah. But it was lovely to see you, Florality. Okay. So, why don't we go right? See if we can go right and up. Get a key. Key's always good. Coin. Awesome. So we could now go back up through the observatory, because we do have a key. Get extra key. Get gem. It's interesting also to me that you can draft a room and not go in. You know? It's interesting to me. It's an interesting mechanic that I appreciate. Okay. I really like to continue up past that observatory. So let's just keep on keeping on, as one might say. Back to the telescope. I'm curious if the opening has changed. Doesn't appear to. Also, can we... I wonder if we can move the telescope up more. Or if this is as far as it goes. Let's do a quick check while we're here. We'll do a quick check. Okay, that is as far as it goes. I thought so, but I figured it was worth a look. This is one of those games where you're gonna regret it if you don't try things like that. But hey, guess who has a key now? West Wing Hall. This is the only one that leads where we want. It does mean we're in the West Wing, which is not great. Hang on, we gotta scrap a paper to read. Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Espin, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. They have not been removed from the pool. Okay. Interesting. We got a coin. and we do want to continue this way. Okay, kitchen has food for sale, which should be helpful. Commissary, den. I mean, den brings us up and +1 gem. Food for sale would be good, though. We're gonna buy some food. And we've never been in the kitchen before, so. A banana, a club sandwich, a tomato soup, or a porterhouse steak. The main course is only served in the dining room, I see. Fancy. Club sandwich, +15. Hell yeah. Hey, that's incredible. I will use the key, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. So we really gotta do hallway. And I'm assuming both of these are gonna be locked, which sucks. Ooh, never mind. I mean, this one is a dead end, but we will take the 2 items, right? A gem and a key. That's important. Just making sure there's nothing else in here. Hopefully I didn't back out too far and screw up my steps. Okay, so we want to keep going left, which none of these do, but the chapel lets us continue forward. At least. Can't help but notice that someone happened to have dropped their coins. Okay, are all of these the same? Oh, we also didn't see this one last time. Hang on. The ruler in the chapel. Ruler is 7. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay, that's where we came in. Wait. We want to go this way. We will use a key. We're gonna do the commissary, even though I'm not gonna be happy about it, because we only have 2 coins. Any different notices? In the commissary, with theater, without deer. Don't know what that means. So I don't think there's gonna be anything to buy for 2 coins, but we can look. Gem, magnifying glass, shovel, set of gems. Nope. That's okay. Now that's less okay. Rude. Okay. So let's go back to the chapel and then see if we can go down. Unfortunate. Okay. Can't do either of these. So it has to be the breaker box, which sucks. So I don't really want the breaker box. I'll do this though. Turn the garage on. Don't know what that means, but we turned it on. Okay. So then hallway, kitchen, west wing, and down, maybe? I mean, it'll be dead end, but... because otherwise it's entrance hall. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna have to be. What am I stabbing myself on? Ah, a knitting needle. Yeah, that would do it. I put my foot down and all of a sudden I was like, there's something stabbing me in the foot. That's weird. That would be the knitting needle that I left on the ground. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. We do know that. We did learn that. Yeah, so this is the hall that we're gonna go through. This door. Veranda. Greater chance of finding green rooms. We have not reached rank 8. Den will give us another gem, though. Which is better than nothing. All this looks the same. Left hand holding a queen card. Clock. Hello, Ravenpaw. Welcome to the party. We are playing a first-person exploring puzzle game. We have a limited number of steps we can make each day, and we're just exploring this house, and we are looking for the entrance to the mysterious... I know you just missed plurality. We are looking for the entrance to the mysterious a room that we haven't been in. We're gonna go this way. It's fun. Cool mystery. Ooh, in the observatory, I missed that there is a knight in here. Observatory? Knight. And there's some different currencies that we're learning about. We're exploring. But it's fun. It's peaceful and interesting. Every once in a while, we have like a difficult puzzle, which is cool. We're gonna go into... We want to go in the pantry, not the spare room. You're very bad at puzzle games. You say that as you haven't beaten Outer Wilds, but you always find them really fun. Yeah, right. So like, I haven't beaten Outer Wilds, and you know, you and I have talked about that. But I really enjoy puzzle games. I think they're really fun. You can't see floor plans while drafting this room. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Each meal served in a dining room after rank 8 is each. Well, I don't really care what we're doing. We're in the dark room. And it's dark, baby. We can't see shit. Can't see anything in the dark room. That's okay. So what, we're gonna blind draft a floor plan? Down into the cellar. Okay, great. Gems. Hell yeah. Love a gem. Mountains, hats. There's lots of hats. That's something we're learning. Trunk is locked. Okay. Wine, cellar, locked. Trunk. So I'm currently concerned that there are no more doors that exist for us to try and go through. Yep, because all of those are dead ends. All those are dead ends. The commissary door is locked. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to end our day, which is unfortunate, but the truth. Actually, we have a metal detector. Since getting a metal detector, we haven't been outside. So I feel like we should wander around outside with the metal detector just to see. See what happens. Yeah, because this is locked and maybe only opens from the other side? Unclear. Because typically when a door is locked, it, you know, opens, or it tells me it's locked. Oh, by the way, completely unrelated question, but on Discord it says you recently played Balatro. So what franchises do I use for my suites? Or my suits? Good question. I use Stardew Valley. I use Vox Machina, Critical Role. I use Vampire Survivors, and I use The Witcher. Those are the franchises I use. What about you, Ravenpaw? When you play Balatro, what franchises do you use for your cards? Yeah, so we've already explored all this, but I just want to... If we're already going to have to end our day early, we might as well make sure there's nothing fishy going on that we can deal with, you know? This is my thought. That's what I'm always talking about. Making sure there's nothing fishy going on that we can deal with. The orchard's locked with the 3-digit code. Ooh, nice. You use Stardew, Critical Role, Slay the Princess, and I think Fallout. You don't remember your clubs, TBH. Totally fair. I want to quickly make sure that I didn't write down a 4-digit code earlier. We are taking notes on this because you have to, and it is recommended. There is a little note as you go that's like, hey, make sure you write down what you're doing, things you see, which is smart. And Ad started playing the second you started talking, because of course it did give me a minute. Which part did you miss, Ravenpaw? We're gonna just try a code we saw earlier. I don't think it's the right one, but, you know. Worth a shot. Yeah, I do have the ad set to only play a minute at a time. Which hopefully helps with all that. Okay, I'm back. What am I saying? Oh, I was just saying that this game really encourages writing things down, which I think is cool, and taking notes. Which is cool, and I think is reminiscent of like some of the old or older, some of the old like adventure puzzle games that were kind of like computer games that were very classic. And I think it is really interesting that this game, and there are other games like it. There's, I can't remember the name. Yeah, Mist Vibes. I think it is cool, and I think it encourages you to engage with the game more deeply, which I think is cool. This is the dark area that I'm pretty sure we can't pass through, and we can't light the torches, but it does seem weird and suspicious. And therefore, I am weird and suspicious of it. Okay. So, we are going to call it a day because we are out of things we can do. So, I have a notebook here. If you see me looking down and writing, or looking down and looking at stuff. Mount Holly, west-facing villas, range reach. Okay. We're discovering rooms. On to day 3. And I have heard that while it kind of implies that you're time limited, you're not actually, so like don't worry about that part, which I think is good. Because I feel like if I'm playing thoughts on the Bellatra lineup, on what mine are or what yours is, because I'm done with yours. I never played Slay the Princess. Or Fallout for that matter, but I respect both games, you know? Yours? It's a good lineup, man. We just want to... In case we have to walk through this room a lot, Slay the Princess has become one of your favorite games, TBH. You love it. We have the postcard about Reddington. And... key. This is why you gotta look around all the rooms, because sometimes there's just keys. Okay. Good stream game if you ever get it. TBH, a single run takes like 4 to 5 hours. Okay, interesting. Storeroom. I really don't want to have a storeroom right off the bat, because a storeroom is a dead end. So let's keep rocking with the den. First we check all of the surfaces. It's the first thing you gotta do. Hey now. Normally, these have stuff in them. And now they don't. I don't know if that's important. There's a chest. The trunk is locked. We will use it. Hell yeah. So the dice let us re-roll floor plans. And we get 4 monies, which is important to have. And there's 1 gem in here. It's a good room. It's a good room. Okay. Can you describe the game loop of Slay the Princess? Like, what's up with it? Parlor goes the wrong direction. My son is making dangerous noises in the other room. We really don't want to go left. We would like to go up. Okay, West Wing Hall would be fine. Chapel's fine. Guest bedroom's fine. We'll take the West Wing Hall. And we've also now learned you gotta check the ground for any coins that might be hiding. We already saw this staff notice. Okay, we want to go this way. Also, because I haven't gotten a chance to ask, how's your day going? We will go into the kitchen and buy some food. We will still check all the things. There is cat/dog kibble on the ground, which is interesting. We don't have enough for the club sandwich, but we will buy a banana. Great. We'll buy 2 bananas. How exciting. 2 whole bananas. I'm just imagining going through here and just, like, shoving bananas in your face, which, like, yeah, fair. Okay. Now, none of these are great. I will be honest. That's my current thought. So if we're gonna dead end, puzzle I want to dead end with a puzzle if we're gonna dead end. Pretty good, TBH. A lot of stuff to do tonight, though. D&D tonight, exam tomorrow, and you still have like 60 pages to read. Ravenpaw, that's so much, dude. I'm sorry, that sucks. Wind up key. So the parlor game is the boxes. So this is the boxes that one always tells the truth, one always tells the lie, and then one can say whatever. All 3 boxes contain gems. Well, that's false, because we know that only one box can contain gems. Turns out you read a lot in literature classes, who knew? I mean, yeah? Okay, so this is false. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This also is false. This box contains gems. This must be true. Because it's the only one that can be true. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to take our steps back through. And if we're already going to the entrance hall... Well, no, because we want to go through the bedroom, because the bedroom gives us more steps again. This is what we're doing. Right, because the bedroom gives us +2. Which is really only +1, because it takes one when you go in and, you know. Commissary, items for sale, gem requirement. It might be nice to have the commissary as an option, and it lets us take a left, which is what we want to do. We can't afford anything at the commissary, but what do they have? They've got salt. They've got a shovel. They've got a sleeping mask. Interesting. They've got a metal detector. Great. With a tree, without a safety pin. So these change every time we look at them. With tree, without safety pin. We don't know... Oh wait, is it with pine without pin? Hold up. With pine without pin is E. And maybe this is giving us the code to the terminal. Hang on. Hang on. What other commissary have we had? The with the theater without the deer. What else could that have? E, like an estrogen? Kinda. So we saw a theater without deer. which would be EAR, which would give us TH ET, which is nothing. Okay, what else could that be? It could be described as a buck. Ooh, uh-oh. We got a bot. Hello, Mr. Bot. Ready to get banned. Ban. There we go. The amount of bots that pop in, given how small of a stream we are, kind of wild to me. Okay. Yeah, so maybe Fet or Thee. It failed to send Gur, but Slay the Princess is a horror game. Okay, you play as a person with voices in your head, including the narrator, who tells you have to go to the nearby cabin and slay the princess or else the world ends. Okay. There's a loop past that, but in a single run you do the game multiple times. A lot of gore, death, suicide also. Okay. So a fun game, but trigger warnings galore. Okay. Theater without deer. Could be... What else could we call that deer? That deer could be... Because it was a male deer, it had antlers. Honestly more indicative of Twitch not doing well against bots. Yeah, there's a lot, which makes sense because, you know, horror. True. A deer... It wasn't an elk, but we could call it an elk. Could also be, like, a stage. Could be, like, antler. Okay. Let's look at the other times we've had the commissary. Hang on. I'm putting pieces together, and it might be nothing. I do a little bit feel like I'm a man with red string on a corkboard, but, like, I'm doing a bad job. It's the first time we saw this. Security and lab terminal password. It was with a mountain, but without peas. It was like a pod. It was like peas in a pod, and the mountain was weird. It also looked like a crown. You feel like it's phonetic, TBH. So, like, fee. True. Mountain without peas. Without pod. What else could the mountain have been? The mountain could have been water. Okay. We're gonna have to see more as we go through, but... we will think. Yeah, that's also why the stream title for today is what it is. Okay, we want to go... Yeah, take the courtyard, just like up and through. Green rooms often have stuff in them, like our friend the metal detector. Also, I don't have enough money for it right now, but like Aeon wanting to get into metal detecting as a hobby is like so true and so dangerous. Because I could totally feel myself just like sinking into it. But could be fun because guess what? It would get me outside, it would get me hiking. Very Aeon core TBH. Exactly. And like, I don't get outside nearly enough. Going this way? What's hidden? Is it on the other side? There's a coin. Thank you, Mr. Metal Detector. And so it would get me outside, which is good. You know? The chapel loses us money. The drawing room we can't do. That's why you live on a campus where getting from class to class is like a 10-minute walk. See, it is, but I don't go to class anymore. I just go to work, and work isn't very far. Okay, so chapel is my thought. We're gonna lose money, but we only have one money anyways. I know, Mr. Metal Detector is... Did someone leave coins on the ground? Is it the fact that there's a gem here? Or is there something else? I feel like there's something else. Oh, is it like underneath the... Do I gotta get it in an angle? Did like a 15-minute walk today because you went to the office hours between classes. You had to walk across campus while it was hot. It was awful. Oh, there's a key on the ground. There we go. There we go. Okay. So why don't we go... It doesn't really matter which direction we go. We can go this way. Well, I don't want to use the key right away if we don't have to. So let's go to the other door. Okay. Drawing room would give us options for going forward, but also we haven't been in the East Wing Hall, and it moves us forward. Rank 4. More hats. We have lots of hats we've seen. Statue outside. Interesting. Okay, spare room is great. We love to move forward. Pantry, also good. $4. We love $4, and usually there's like a banana in there. You were waiting for the other door to be locked too? Yeah, it totally could have been. Banana! Cash. Yep, 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. We've had that before. Okay. Now... I am concerned with security. Because we might need a terminal. We might need a... I think we need a key card? I love our little look. I love the little outfit we're doing. It's good. And see, even we have a little hat. So, like, clearly this family is big on hats. Man, I would rock this outfit, absolutely. Boots, cargo pants, big belt, button up and sweater vest? I mean, he does give baby vibes, but he is also implied to be like 15, I think. I don't know his exact age, but you know, like, roughly. So, like, yeah, he's a baby. And then we'll probably go a little bit over today, because I'm basically going to finish out this day, and then we'll be done. Yeah, true, dude. That's you. Awesome, okay. Oh, cool, we can see ourselves moving. That's fun. Blue memos is... Oh. Oh, shit. That's important. Blue memos equals true. Red memo equal lie. Okay, so we found a code earlier that wouldn't open the safe, and that's because it was a red memo. Red memo. Unless written on... What does that say? Under the line, unless written by hand? I think it's unless written by hand. Good to know. See, we're learning. We're learning things. This makes so much more sense now. This is the security code, okay. Currently in the house that have yet to be collected. Okay, so, yeah, that makes sense. Keycard system. Security doors can only be opened in the estate with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Can we see the settings? Security level medium. Set security level? Determines the amount of keycard. Okay, so this is... Got it. Change offline mode. Determines the default setting the security doors will be set back to if power is lost. During a blackout, for example. Offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. Unlocked. Okay, so we could turn off key code and security doors will be... Okay, so we can change this to low. And then there will be less security doors. That's helpful. Return to security menu. I had an ad come up again, so if you said something, I didn't hear it. I didn't say anything important. I'm just learning. Log into network. Okay, so this is... Okay, we can type letters and numbers. There has to be a downside to turning it low, right? I would think so, but not that I can clearly see. We will find out, though. Okay. There's other things here. Okay, yeah, this is the same notice. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to get entry. But this is false. This is true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. As a redundant security measure, normal doors are more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, that's helpful to know. Microwave. I like that they're like, it's a security office and a security guard. There's gotta be a microwave. Because that's true. We can't go in the rumpus room, which is sad because there's a fortune teller there. But those are both dead ends. So, why don't we re-roll? Okay. Storeroom dead end. Nook archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Okay, so the red rooms are worse and the green rooms are better. This is what I'm learning. Oh, look at the archives. Cool room. We haven't been in here before. There's that elk painting. See, it could be a deer or an elk. This is where we need that Okabe guy to tell me what animal this is. Ooh. Marigold Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer adds another feature to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her book had been chosen for the Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is her 2nd time winning the honor. She's no stranger to the public eye, the niece and closest relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair. That's our older guy that we know. True? Yeah. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair and family. She never considered herself a success. Her debut prince, The Red Prince, was based on her son in the color red. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. The Trinsdale bombing. Shit. No group has come forward to take the RLCF, who call them the Children of Black Water. They were quick to dismiss. He and Mr. White were... Oh, interesting. Marigold dropped publisher, citing personal reasons after the arrest of colleagues. Manning and White at a press function was seen in the corner, suspicious bag, waved down, 3rd major, interesting. No trace is discovered. Oh, shit. She never arrived home. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. thieves broke in. And reminder that this game is called Blue Prince, so we've learned about a Red Prince book. Interesting. Several masked intruders. The ruby crown of Arinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to historic value. The evidence may suggest the theft was politically motivated. Okay, so we saw all of these. Interesting. Interesting. Lore bound. So this is the theater that was in that image that I talked about. Don't know. So if either of those sparked your brain, let me know. Other than that, I think we're gonna move forward. Power source, gem requirement. And this is now... Oh, I didn't mean to... I was just looking at it. I didn't mean to... Okay, well, that happens. Okay, so we will go... That was a stupid mistake. We'll go this way. We will use a key. That's fine. Oh, the observatory is cool, but we don't have any gems. Locksmith has keys for sale. Can we redraw floor plans, please? Walk-in closet, 4 items. Nook goes the right direction. And it has a key, which is great. Magnifying glass. What does this do? Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Interesting. Right, so this is the note that tells us to use a note. Billiard puzzle notes. Blue is addition, yellow is subtraction, multiplication, division. We did figure this out. Order of operations goes in and out. But that would have been helpful to know. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. There must be a way to open. Sinclair has many more secrets that he will take to his grave. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool. We're learning. Okay. So, spare room gets us closer, and this has a gem requirement. So why don't we do this? And we will just keep moving forward. It's so exciting. Yes. Use the key. Okay. You enter the gymnasium and you lose 2 steps. Drawing room. I mean, we gotta do gymnasium, right? We play basketball. That's why we lose 2 steps. Okay, so this is the door that there's no entrance to. But it is rank 8. Oh, that counted as leaving? Shit, man. Hoople sports. The shoes are good, though. The shoes allow us to save when we travel. Okay. Well, I guess we go this way. Gotta find a way in. I mean... Hallway? So we know red is false. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. So that's not true. Doors in the West Wing are not more likely to be locked. We're learning. More crown, bird, locked. Okay. But just because something is false doesn't necessarily mean that the opposite is true. Right, just because doors in the West Wing aren't more likely to be locked doesn't mean that doors in the East Wing are. I love logic puzzles, man. This game is so much my shit. And I'm so excited that I get to play it. Okay, can't see the floor plans while drafting. Well, green rooms do not cost to draft. That would be nice. I mean, we're pretty far in. Gem requirement. Terrace might be interesting. We don't have any gems. I don't want to draft blind, so we'll go up on the terrace. We got a little gem. And we can see out. And there's that statue we passed. Cool. I like that that's consistent, right? That means that the outside is consistent. And we also now have this magnifying glass that we can look at documents more closely. Yeah, unless written by hand. Cool. We were right. We were right, chat. We were right. Can we also look at this by closely now? Swan Song. The terminal password is Swan Song. I also like that this game like doesn't make you feel shitty for having to backtrack, because there's stuff like that that you wouldn't. Okay, terminal time. It's terminal time. Log in. Swan Song. Password accepted. Connecting to network. Ah, this is exciting. Yeah, you really love when puzzle games are good at allowing backtracking. Oh, look at all this shit. Okay, staff services. Punch in and out. Staff announcements. Request schedule change. Special orders. Special orders? Ooh, okay. Can we place a special order? I mean, I feel like compass might be helpful. Yeah, sure. Okay, remote. Wait, go back to staff services. What happens if we punch in and out? All work is suspended. Domestic staff, extended paid leave. Okay. Return to staff services. Interesting. Staff announcements. You don't think anyone else has access to your network just this month except for you, Simon. So if you're reading this, we're all rooting for you. Your friends and faithful service. That's cute. Request schedule change. Yeah, okay. Turn to network menu. Remote terminal access. It's possible to connect to other remote terminals using RTA. View active terminals. No other terminals are currently connected. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Gotta go through the whole menu. Electronic mail. Currently, this feature can only be accessed by the terminal located in the office. Wait, no, I didn't want to exit. Hang on. Swan Song. There we go. I didn't want to exit. I didn't wanna. Gotta love the dial-up noises as it connects to network. It's a classic. Okay. Data transfers? Data transfers from sync are not currently available. Interesting. Okay. Glossary of terms. Adjoining. Okay, if they're connected by a doorway. That makes sense. Archived floor plan. Hidden from view after drafting archives. Archived. Okay. Bedroom. One of the most common types of rooms. They're typically used for resting and regaining steps and are identifiable by violet. Okay. Call it a day. Okay. Color. The color of a floor plan indicates type of room. Violet for bedrooms, green for green rooms, orange for hallways, yellow for shops, red for red rooms, and blue for blueprints. Okay. Yep. Drawing and drafting. Draft pool. Drafting. Dirigiblocks. In the commissary, they can find an arcade cabinet for the game Dirigiblocks. The cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. That's cool. Directory. Detailed info. Dead end. Yes, dead end. even if those doorways are blocked. C through L. Oh, look at all this stuff. East wing. Okay, border the right edge. Great. Entry. That is triggered upon entry. Yep. Estate. All explorable areas as well as the grounds. The house only refers to the current rooms. Exhausted. Yep. Floor plan. Yep. Gems. Valuable resources. Draft special floor plans. Glossary of terms. Entries marked. Okay. Gold. Yep. Allows shops. Green room. These rooms are associated with the outdoor area and gardens and are naturally synergistic with one another. That's a nice way to put that. Gotta use locked. Keycard door. Keys. There's special keys that can unlock special things. Okay. Items. Inventory. History. House. Hallway. Greater flexibility. Grounds. Okay. Red room. They offer powerful expansion options but come at a dangerous cost. Redraw. Rarity. Interesting. Commonplace, normal, uncommon, and rare. Rank. Okay, there are 9 ranks listed. However, the 10th rank can be whispered about. A few things are permanent and are usually marked permanent. Changes do not reset day to day. Terminal. Local network named Blackbridge. Local network equals Blackbridge. Gotta write this stuff down. Okay. Mechanical, often heavy in mechanics and contain control systems that can interact with the other elements on the estate. They are marked by a symbol of a gear. Okay, let's see. Reset. Yep, stuff resets. Security locked. Keycard. Yep. Shop. Yep. Special floor plan. More rare and cost gems. Yes. Special item. Yes. Spread. When a spread occurs, yes. Stars. The amount of stars visible in the night sky. Yes. Terminal. Okay. Return to network. Log out. Okay. We've explored. Now, let us keep rocking. Okay. Let's take another glance at this. I don't think there's anything weird. There's no codes that specifically jump out to me. Okay, where are we going? Because I'm just kind of wandering. Okay, let's go back through the chapel. And we'll go through the chapel. This is the thought. Which is locked. I forgot. We don't have a key. That's okay. So we'll go back to the corridor and probably just back to the entrance hall, I think. That's what I'm gonna do. We're also... So this is false. It won't be closed. This has the same swan song. Great. I can't look at those closer. I can look at this closer. I don't think there's anything, but it's always good to look. Yeah, so this is the game they were talking about. So Mount Holly. Morjai, the White Sea of Yore. 4 cents, hang on. Stamp. In. Entrance. Hall. Morjai. White Sea of Yore. 4 cents. Could be something, could be nothing. Who knows? That's the way it is. Okay. So we did those. I guess we can go this way and see if we can find a key to bring outside. Walk-in closet, 4 items. I'll take 4 items. Maybe one of them. 2 of them are keys. Hell yeah. Coin purse and a gem. Gorgeous art. Simply gorgeous. Okay. So I want to see if we can try the key at the fence. I don't think it's gonna work, but I do want to try, you know? Okay, it was worth a shot. So we'll go back up and then just try and find any open doors that we can make it to with our 2 keys and our 17 steps. Okay, so that's a dead end. Those are dead ends. So back to the chapel is our only option. Yes. We do have 3 coins. We can't afford anything. It was worth a look. I also love the stained glass effects in this game. They're really gorgeous. And obviously important for something. Use. We can go to the rumpus room. The art in general is really pretty. I agree. I think it is very pretty. Man, we gotta find where these coins are. Because we gotta put a coin in. We put a coin in here. By the way, did you finish Witcher? No, we're nowhere close. But I want to switch things up. So I'm thinking Mystery Mondays, which is what I'll call this, and then Witcher Wednesdays.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Notebook's ready.
I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I sure do, dude.
The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud.
Darkened
familiar
cloud.
to us both.
Ruin.
Now decrepit.
Familiar.
Run down. And in disrepair.
Yeah?
I see 8 red envelopes.
8 red
resting
envelopes
upon 8
on
pedestals.
8 pedestals.
And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters
8
penned
letters.
by 8 different hands.
8 different
8
hands.
letters of which you will only ever find and read 7.
Only
Just like the art
find
hanging on the walls of these rooms,
7.
there is a letter missing.
A letter
What
missing.
you have heard here has been foreseen
Crown
by
plus
the great
crow.
Alzara.
The N is missing. Okay.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, where are our coins? There they are. Okay. We just continue forward. Yeah. We only have 13 steps, so. Dark room, we won't be able to see. Archive, storeroom. I mean, we really want to move forward. Yeah, dark room, make it so we can't see. We know. We'll just pick a random one. Bishop in the rumble room, by the way. Yes, I have noted that down previously. Thank you. Coat check. Oh, cool. Interesting. So if we do like this, you can retrieve this item on any day you have a coat check in your house. Cool. So if I can find another coat check, I can get that metal detector back. Okay, wait. Card plus car? So there's a D missing? Okay, hang on. Where are we? Coat check? Car plus card equals D? What are these letters? Unfortunately, this is a dead end, which is frustrating, but that's okay. Okay, do we have anywhere else that isn't a dead end? I don't think so, because... Actually, no, we can go to the East Wing Hall. Only have, like, a couple steps, but we might as well, because we're finishing out the day. We do also... I mean, we can't make it back to the kitchen, but if we could make it back to the kitchen, we could buy more food. Because we have 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We buy 6, I think we get 15. That is worth it. Because we don't have anything else. I mean, we could go to the commissary. No, let's just go to the kitchen. We'll go to the kitchen. Wait, lock plus clock. We gotta be paying attention. Corridor. Lock plus clock. We're missing C. We gotta write this shit down. Do we have... Yes, we do have a magnifying glass. Okay. Oh, wait, we gotta go back through the commissary anyways. Okay. Yeah, pine without pin. Okay. We don't know what the sleeping mask... Ooh, shovel. You know what is out here are these dirt patches, which we can shovel. Good to know, good to know. Okay. Can we make it to the kitchen? 1, 2, 3. We can just barely make it. Wow, okay. Oh wait, I haven't been paying attention to the things on the walls. Damn. Wait, plane? What is that? Is that a... Oh, wait, that's an E. Hold up. So those are blueprints or a plan. Shit. Right, so that's the thing we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E there. Shit, where was the other? Hang on. I love when I just barely make it to the kitchen. True. Okay, wait. So in coat check, which was here, that was a D. This probably changes every time, though. The corridor was a C, which is here. Oh, my phone's gonna die, so I won't be able to see chat, but that's okay. Wait, can I plug this in? Hold up. There we go, problem solved. It'll just be at a weird angle. Okay. Where was I? We don't know where crown and clock were. Okay. But the commissary was the P and was the pin in the pine, so that's E, which is down here in the entrance hall. Okay, E. We're learning. We're learning. We're learning. We're learning. No, rip chat. Don't worry, Ravenpaw. I can still see you. You're at a weird angle, and I might forget to look over, but... Okay. But this is a plane. Wait. We're in the West Wing Hall. Is that actually where we are? That's where the E is? Okay, yes. This is just telling us E. Okay. Look, we made it to the kitchen with 2 steps to spare. And then we can buy the club sandwich, which gives us 15 steps. Which means I'm gonna go outside with my newly found shovel. Hell yeah. I mean, we also should go in this room, just for funsies. Oh, we should also look at this. So this is the weird statement of mourning. Because I think that's because the woman went missing. We do want the observatory, which we don't have enough for, but the guest bedroom gives us plus 10 steps. You gotta leave for D&D soonish, by the way. Yeah, this is honestly going longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. And, you know, feel free to leave whenever. Hope your health improves shortly. Yes, billiard room puzzle. Yes, we know about this. Oh shit, I didn't look at the walls. Do I want to waste another... Hang on, can I... Mountains and... Fuck it. Is that a hat? What is that? That's like flan. Just bedroom. Flan plus... Those could be mountains. It could be dunes. Could be river. No, it's dessert and desert. S. Hell yeah. We're in the guest bedroom. S. I'm so smart. I feel so smart. Gotta love when a game makes you feel smart. Okay. Is there only one thing on the wall in here? No. There's stairs and stars, which is I. So the den is an I. Okay. Yeah, we're going back through the bedroom. The bedroom has a bridge and a bride. So it's G. Okay. Back in the main room. Left and right is a queen and an ace, a diamond and a spade. Oh, it's face and ace. So F. If this doesn't lead to anything, I'm gonna feel literally insane. Okay. This was prayer hands. And there's one over here. Thought? Maybe it was just prayer hands. I think there's one next to the purse, but maybe I was wrong. Okay, that's fine. Because we have a shovel and we're gonna motherfucking dig. We are looking for dirt patches. I don't know if it only has coins, but my instincts say that it can probably have things that are not coins. And this is a mystery game, so I feel like buried treasure, you know? I feel like there's something there. And we do have a key if we need it. Because all the doors down here are weird. We need to come down here with like a sledgehammer and just like really fuck shit up, I think. That would be the way to do it. Granted, I don't know that for sure. It's going to have gems instead of coins, just trust. Uh-huh. Also, if there's no dirt patches out here, I'm gonna be so sad. I don't think there's any in here, but this all counts as the same area. I think I need to come in here with a sledgehammer, just like the other place. This is my thought process. Being able to run rampant with a sledgehammer sounds like a dream. Yeah, true. Sometimes you just want to lose your shit because stuff has been bad and you're like, you know what would really solve this? You know what would really fix this for me is being able to just like go ape with the sledgehammer. I mean, like, that's the whole conceit behind the like Wreck-It rooms, right? Which I'm totally intrigued by. I mean, like, that sounds absolutely like my shit. Okay, well, we'll go down the drive to the camp and hope to dear God that there are some dirt patches. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel stupid that I walked all the way down here again. See, this is another one of them weird doors. And this weird door reminds me of the weird door to the antechamber that none of the doors lead to. So I feel like if we can get in that door, that could lead to the antechamber, even though it's like out here. I get that that's weird, but this is my suspicion, because the doors seem similar. Why am I just like pushing through trees to our campsite? Because what if there's stuff down here? What if there's dirt piles? What if there's piles of dirt? I don't know who this character is. I feel like both times I've been down here in the past hour, I have started to do this voice. This like weird aristocratic man, and I don't know why. I don't know why that's my instinct, but it is what I have been doing. Also, because I've been playing games that require me to jump, I feel like I keep trying to, like, jump, which is not a thing. Okay. I think I have unfortunate news, which is that there are no dirt piles. No dirt piles to be had. Which is a damn shame. What are these just flowers? Just flower texture? That is the other thing that this game does, right? Is it makes me like squint at everything and I'm like, is that flower a clue? Hey. Hey flower, are you a clue? The flower is never a clue. The flower is just a flower, guys. POV of flower is just a flower. I love being skeptical of everything, it's great. It is fun. And it does, right, it also tells you how well this game is designed, that like even little things like that, I'm like, well that could be something. I mean, certainly that could be something. Okay, so I want more room info. This is what I want. So we've done those. We know what these look like. So let's go back up this way, because we do have an extra key now. Not that we're going to be able to use it, because we won't get that far, but we do have it. Okay, there's no paintings on the wall here, which makes sense. And this was lock and clock. We got that. There's no paintings on the wall in here. Where are we going? Are we going right? We're going right. Okay, what's on the wall in here? We have dessert and an ampersand. So sand and ampersand? But it said one letter missing. Oh, it's sand and. It's S. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay, I'm in the East Wing Hall, which is here. S. I'm curious if this is going to stay the same across stuff. Yeah, we're going up into the pantry. And this has a 10 and a tent. So it's a T. Okay. We're back in here. And this had a chart and coal. Maybe goal and... No, goal and coal doesn't make sense. What are we thinking? Is it my... Okay, so what could the thing on the left be? Could be a chart. Could be a goal. Could be up. Could be a presentation. And then it looks like coal on the right. Right? Does it not scream coal? Perhaps mine? I'm gonna call this chart / coal ? That's what we're gonna call that, because I don't know what else to call it. Good enough. Okay, now we're back in the archive. What did the archive had? The archive had the theater and the deer again. Which we don't know. Okay, so then... The archives? No, this is not security. This is there. Okay. And then this is the theater and the deer. No way, Minecraft. You gotta head to D&D, by the way, but I hope the rest of the stream goes well. I hope D&D goes well. Have a good time, Ravenpaw. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you as always. Sorry for stream running so long. I didn't expect it to. Okay. Now, I think if we go out... First of all, guess who has a magnifying glass now? She's typing. Okay. Never considered herself a success. So is this man and this man Gail Herms, Herald Staff Writer? Trinsdale by RLCF. Children of Blackwater. The publishing house. Marigold, Drop Ruffington Press. Priceless jewels stolen. Weird, 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 weird. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go outside and try and dig some shit up with our shovel. Hell yeah. Nothing of interest was buried here. Rude. Is that it out here? Just one? Unfortunate. Oh, I should have... whatever. Okay, what's on the wall in there? A plane and something else. Okay, wait. What's in the closet that we can see? Is it dessert and... I mean, we don't have that many steps. Dessert and fan is going to be flan and fan, which is an L. For in front of the archives, L. Okay. Okay. We're learning. We're learning. And that's moon or paint or globe. And that's plane. So plane and paint. Art. Fly and... Plane and... Okay. We will... Plane and paint world. Don't know. But I guess we'll just keep cruising. Yeah, there's nothing in here. The gym will take our last steps. House and hose. You. Nothing here. Okay, call it a day. House might be a little bit different tomorrow. Great. Okay. And then we are going to save and exit. Took 84 steps. Pretty good. An ordinary villa. We will save and quit. And then I'm going to send you guys... I'm not going to run an ad, which is what I almost just accidentally clicked. Not going to do that to you guys. That would be rude. We're going to raid. Raid browser. Okay. Is anyone worth following streaming? Ooh, so one of our friends that streams, The Witcher is going. So I will send you over there. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.